Well, there's a number of things that we try to do in class to give us experience that will help us in the workplace. The information handout, Learning Skills in the Workplace, talks about 6 of these learning skills, which if we could have some evidence that we have experienced them, that would make it very convincing to employers to hire us. Well, let's take a look at them. Take initiative. We need to take initiative with our learning. Knowing where we're going, knowing the point of the lesson, will help us understand where we're going. Around the workshop, we can take the initiative, and if we see something that needs doing, well, of course, we'll do it. That having a reputation for someone who does the things that need doing is very important. So we need some experience with that so that perhaps we can even convince the employer that that's us before we even begin the job. Be curious. Everything we learn, all the skills we learn, are linked to a bigger picture of becoming very good and skilled in our trade. It helps if we see the connections between the learning and the overall job. We need to be curious, look at the big picture, trying to find out how things are linked together. The blueprint of the course helps us practice and get some experience in seeing the links. It's very important to watch and listen. If we're learning a new skill, we have to be shown how to do the skill, to get an explanation of why and how it's done. We can't do that remotely. It's face-to-face, in-person kind of a thing. When somebody takes the time to demonstrate how to do something, we need to watch and listen, and we need to ask questions, and we have to listen to the response, of course. Perseverance and patience. It's important to get opportunities to practice a new skill. We need to be ready, we need to act safely. Sometimes we need to know that not all the jobs that we do are going to be the glory jobs. We need to be patient. Our chance will come, but we need to persevere and make sure that people don't forget about us, that we step forward and get our concerns, which are important, up front. This leads into that 5th quality that's important in the workplace and in learning: ask questions. Seek out feedback on a regular basis. Never be afraid to ask questions. How do you learn if you don't ask questions? There's no other way, really. Try asking questions in different ways if you don't get the information that you need. Open-ended questions are much better than closed questions. Pay attention to what people are saying and not saying. The 6th step that's recommended is reflecting and considering. We like to find out how we're doing. As we grow, we need to have the experience of being self-assessment. We should be checking our own work to see how we are doing, comparing what we were asked to do to what we did, how long did it take compared to how long it should have taken. We have to tell ourselves the best way to improve. A very important concept that the workplace values is people knowing where they are. What's going on today? What's the job? This is the experience we give you at the college is in your portfolio. Let's document in the portfolio process where I am. And when we go to take a different day in our courses, we should know, well, where am I in this course? And knowing where I am is an important skill to experience and develop. Where do I want to be? Well, ultimately you see yourself, I hope, with a position in the trade, and you know where you are now, you know the knowledge and skill that you're acquiring now, and so with that target of where do I want to be in mind, you can look at and think about and document and look for, the things that are going to make the difference on how you're going to get there. So knowing where you are and where you want to be are essential first steps in how to get there. We've been very fortunate over the years to have experienced people in the trade come and speak to us about how to succeed. And one of the sources of this information has been folks from the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 625. Now, you may not be electrical and you may not think about joining a union, but the important thing is the advice that this union gives its members. And there's three things that they stress. And if you can have evidence that you practice these things, have experience with these things, that's certainly a great way to get a job where these are valuable ideas. Arriving on time. It probably goes without saying, most construction jobs, it's crucial that they happen at a particular time. They don't happen when you get there, they happen when the material is ready, when the trucks arrive, and so on. So you have to be there on time, of course. Goes without saying. Yeah, well, this is what the IBEW promises the contractors, that, this is a trade where it's a skilled trade, and the people who arrive to work in the trade will have the skills to do the job. This is another bit of self-assessment, where you say to yourself, well, what are the skills that I need to do the job? And, of course, investigating the jobs right now gives us an idea of how to prepare for that. So having the skills to do the job, very important. A tough one, right? Yeah, don't leave until the job is done. Well, more and more in many of the trades, customer service is stressed all the time. The customer is most concerned that the job get done, of course. It only makes sense. You would be yourself. So hang in there, get the job done, go home, and celebrate a job well done.